Viggy. Okay, I'm curious now. What got updated with him? Okay, I was expecting these to be in alphabetical order, but apparently not. Okay, okay, they are, but there's people at the end I've already fully read. Even for Skelligers, who value courage above all else, Viggy's fearlessness went beyond the pale of bravery and into the realm of suicidal madness. This clan Tordeok warrior had strived to earn the right to be called Viggy the Unfearing. Instead, his actions earned him the nickname Viggy the Loon, and it seemed that this outcome suited him just fine. It was Viggy who, craving glory and wanting to save his home isle from the ice giant, had convinced Hjalmar to brave the journey to Jonvik. Many of the Dirk crew were killed during this expedition. Viggy himself wound up a prisoner in the ice giant's cave. The second Growth freed Viggy from the cave. The Skelliger lived up to his moniker and awoke the sleeping giant with a hearty kick. To be fair, afterwards he fought bravely and effectively against the monster, proving that he had the makings of a mighty warrior behind his madness. That was not the last time Viggy and Grohl fought side by side. Viggy answered Grohl's call and went with Hjalmar to kill Kermoran to fight the wild hunt, though once again he fought with skill and courage. This time he fell in battle. News of his heroic death reached Skellige, where, in ballads, he has earned a title that eluded him in life, Viggy the Unfearing. Vesemir is the oldest living member of the Wolf School and is likely the oldest Witcher of any school on the continent. About as long in years as the runes of Kaer themselves, and though eternally complaining about his creaky bones, this master of the Witcher trade gave no thought to a well-deserved retirement. Grey but still spry, he continued to ply the monster hunting trade into his golden years. Effectively too, as he's seen more beasts than all of his students put together. A harsh and demanding instructor in Geralt's youth, over the years he's become something of an adoptive father, a mentor to the other Witchers, always ready to help with sage advice and steady hands. In the spring of 1272, when our story begins, Vesemir joined Geralt on his search for Yennefer, trekking with him through the war-ravaged Temeria. Vesemir had always said no Witcher had died in his bed, so death in combat surely awaited him as well. Death's wait ended on that mournful day when the wild hunt descended on Kaer in pursuit of Ciri. Vesemir gave his all to protect his former ward, whom he'd always treated like an adopted granddaughter, and died a hero's death at the hands of Imret, the hunt's cruel general. God damn, I'm tearing up here. So, Fowen. Many brave warriors answered Hjalmar's call to join him in reclaiming Unvik from the Ice Giant. Among them, Fowen, son of Ulf, Hjalmar's frequent comrade in battle and dear childhood friend. Fowen, a member of Clan Tirsak, was a fearless sailor and an unequalled archer, and so did not hesitate to join this dangerous expedition that stood to shower him in glory. It would have ended horribly for him, however, the Witcher had kept his it would have ended horribly for him, however, had the Witcher not kept his wits about him, and saved him from the clutches of hungry trolls by winning a riddle contest. Fowen proved his skill with a bow by riddling the ice giant with arrows during the final fight against the Colossus, a deed recounted to this day during Caer Trodair's feasts. Okay, I thought he had something else to say about this. Okay, nothing new about this guy. Oh, actually, there is a bit of detail. Most druids in Skellige differ from the deeply rooted continental stereotype of a grey-bearded old man in white robes, bowing before sacred oaks, taming wyverns, and pestering local lords with petitions to add yet another species to the list of protected beasts. Ehrman, Geralt's old acquaintance, was no exception in this regard. The stiff-bearded, spindly man was leader of the druid circle in Skellige. He was also Jarl Croc Cray's advisor on matters of magic and the mystical, as well as on any and all issues regarding more refinement than a well-timed uppercut or hard-swung axe. Ehrman was known to be obstinate and to have a tendency, quite rare in Skellige, to consider all possible consequences of a particular course of action before it was undertaken. All this meant that conversing with him demanded a considerable amount of time and patience. Given all this, one could be hardly surprised at Yennefer and Geralt's rash and highly irresponsible actions regarding the magical anomaly, stealing a priceless artifact from a private chamber being first among them, put Ehrman quite out of sorts. However, despite his difficult character and his somewhat testy relationship with Geralt, Ehrman agreed at once to travel to Kaer and helps defend Ciri from the Wild Hunt's forces. Heilborn. Young Heilborn was the nephew of Holger Blackhand, Jarl of Pharaoh, and one of the claimants to the Skellige crown. Despite his young age, he'd already managed to achieve some renown, both during overseas raids and while fighting the monsters dwelling in the dangerous regions of the archipelago. His deeds had earned him enough fame, name recognition, and treasure that he stood a good chance of being elected king. Jarl Borin's courage and bravery were not enough, however, to save him from the massacre of Scoia'tael. Like, seriously, I really like this guy. He fucking rugby tackles a wild hunt warrior into one of their portals and back out the next one. Given he wasn't still like tackling the guy, they must have had a bit of a scrap before they went back through the portal. Like he just like kicked the guy into it or something. Because the warrior came out on the ground and he just like struts out. It's the saying father like son fits cracking his firstborn son to a tittle. Young Harmore took after his father in both posture and character, and many predicted that in his time he would take over his elder in honour and fame he would gain. An extremely able, broad-shouldered swordsman, he had the makings of a superb warrior, and his charisma and tendency towards almost mad bravado meant he could stir the hearts of the loot and glory-craven youth from all of Skellige's clans. All these traits made Hjalmar an obvious choice for next king of Skellige. He thus did not hesitate to stake his claim when the time for this arrived, and immediately set off for Unvik to prove his heroism by battling the legendary Ice Giant. Hjalmar accomplished what he set out to do. Fighting side by side with the Witcher, he defeated the fierce colossus of Unvik. Though his sister was chosen to be ruler instead of him, Hjalmar did not bear a grudge and decided to lend her reign all his strength, an act that showed surprising political maturity. When discussing Hjalmar's heroic deeds, it must surely be mentioned that he did not hesitate to support Geralt by answering his call and defending Ciri and Kaer Morhen. Like, seriously. Fucking badass.
What's on your mind?
Kaer Morhen. Can't imagine this place without Vesemir. I'll head down the valley soon and find somewhere else to winter next year.
I get you.
Try my luck in Lormark. There's always work where there's war. After that, we'll see.
Till next time.
See you, Wolf.
The family's breaking up.
Thank you.
Please. She was my ward, too. And the old should only ever stick around to help the young. You know, this hardly ends your struggle.
I know.
Whatever you aim to do now, remember you'll find souls willing to aid you in Skellige. Myself, Krak, his children.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
I shall take another look at the wounded. But I'll need to go soon. I'll leave you some medicines.
Go in hell, Thermian.
Till we meet again.
Good guy.
So, tell me.
I can say I've seen it all now.
I still don't believe everything that happened.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for risking your lives for me.
Take care of the girl. Don't let anyone harm her.
What will you do?
We're bound for Novigrad. To fight the next fight.
If you miss us, look for us at the camp.
She's all quietened now, after... looks like she got roughed up by the mark on her face, looks like she got roughed up by one of the Mud Hunt guys.
Yes?
No reason to come back here. It's like Kaer Morhen died today.
I regret I did not know him better.
He's a good man. I'm actually honestly a bit torn up here. I really like
How
Vesemir.
are you feeling?
Please.
Thanks for everything.
Sure.
Get your health back.
Leave me alone.
Didn't want to poke him about it. He didn't seem to want to talk. Still, I feel like I picked the wrong choice. Is it possible saves come here? Seems so.
Geralt found Ciri at last.
Oh, that's nice art.
The elven mage had concealed. There was no time to rejoice, for the wild hunt descended on them. They fled, Ciri teleporting them to Kaer Morhen, where their friends awaited. The wild hunt arrived at Kaer Morhen soon after. A great battle ensued, and the fortress's defenders might all have perished had Ciri not demonstrated her powers. So sudden and violent was her outburst that the wild hunt was forced to withdraw. The battle was won, the war had barely started.
I regret I did not know him better.
Can we talk?
What about?
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Okay, wrong save scum point.
Geralt found Ciri at last.
I just feel obsessive that I can't miss out on anything.
Concealed. There was no time to rejoice, for the wild hunt descended on them. They fled, Ciri teleporting them to Kaer Morhen, where their friends awaited.
Okay. You?
Thank you.
No.
I know.
What?
Thanks.
I shall take
Go in health or
till we meet again.
what's on your...
Kaer. I'll head down.
Thank you.
Try my luck.
Them staying is what the old guy would want, but
So,
it's,
I guess.
I still do.
you know, it's,
thanks for coming.
Take.
What will you do?
We're bound for no.
If you miss it.
them staying is what the old guy would want, but you know, it's, you know, if he, you know, this place is probably just too sore for him to be here at.
How are you feeling?
Please.
Thanks for everything.
Sure.
What's eating you?
Do you seriously not know? Get lost. I'm done with this idiotic conversation.
Can we talk?
What about?
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Okay, yeah, let's go with the one we did go with.
Ciri at last. The Isle of Mists.
To be honest, it doesn't seem to matter in either case, but I'm just obsessed about making sure I choose the right things.
Wild hunt descended on them. They fled, Ciri teleporting them to Kaer Morhen, where their friends awaited. The wild hunt arrived at Kaer Morhen soon after. A great battle ensued, and the fortress's defenders might all have perished had Ciri not demonstrated her powers. So sudden and violent was her outburst that the wild hunt was forced to withdraw. The battle was won, the war had barely started.
Okay.
How are you?
Please.
Thanks for everything.
Sure.
Get your health back.
Leave me alone.
There you are. Crying shame about Vesemir. I'm sorry.
Thanks for your help.
I had a debt to pay.
Heading straight back to Skellige?
Wouldn't be right to tarry. War with the Black Ones won't wait. You can count on me, you know. Always.
I know. Thanks.
Come to see how I'm feeling. Thanks. Not bad.
That's good.
Son. Horrible about Vesemir. I know you were close.
Thanks. We were.
Listen, far be it from me to stick my beard, but it'll no scratch an itch. So don't take this the wrong way. I want to help, whatever you decide, but to my mind, we've got to counterattack. We've got to find the Hunt, Eridan, and charge at them both like a bull at a heifer.
Not that simple, unfortunately. We have no way of finding them. They find us easily. Can take us by surprise whenever they want.
Forgive me, Geralt, but that's the blathering of a man who clearly can't snap out of it after a tragic loss. Drink it off. Sleep it off, whatever it takes. Just get yourself together and think things through.
I'll do that, Sultan.
I like Sultan.
It all will be missed.
Ah, the courage of the man.
He stabbed the Imrat. Vesemir stabbed Imrat, knowing that it wouldn't stop the guy, but that it would force the guy's hand into killing him. So he couldn't be used as a bargaining chip against Ciri. We gotta admire the guy's guts.
Can we talk?
What about?
Holding up all right?
Love questions like that. Am I holding up? What? My dick? This is shit, Geralt, and you know it. Knew the old man couldn't live forever. Even told Eskel that when it came time, I'd get his sword. Fits my hand perfectly, you know? But Vesemir deserved a better death. Whereas he died like a louse. Crushed.
We'll avenge him.
Doesn't look that rosy to me.
You know, I'm not gonna say one.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Sometimes those wide arguments can spin into something bigger.
Jirel can harness immense amounts of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
I'll gladly argue with you about this some other time.
Can I punch him?
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Jirel from here, Heya, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the Hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Or someone with a gun.
Many of the Lodge's members are dead. The rest are in hiding.
Phillip and I'm, Margarita Loantil, and Fringilla Vigo are likely still alive.
And Francesca and Ida? Think they'd agree?
I think they'll take convincing. Would you rather speak to Kira alone?
That would probably be best.
Kira's dead. I don't want to involve the Lodge. They kicked off this war. They're too full of themselves and they end up fucking everything up. Like, plenty of people are too full of themselves and fuck things up, but someone was outright saying, it was claiming that the foundation of the Lodge was actually part of someone else's manipulations. and that the Lodge did get screwed over on a few occasions because they were too full of themselves. That's what someone online was claiming about the war. I don't know how true it is, but yeah, them going around like, let's hire some assassin, random witcher we got to start assassinating kings. Yeah, this can't go wrong.
I don't want the Lodge anywhere near Ciri. Just don't trust those women.
What would you have us do instead? Fight alone and die a beautiful but pointless death? No, Geralt. By some miracle, we survived that fight, eking out a measly victory at enormous cost. No more guerrilla warfare. Time to face the enemy in open battle. I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
You're right. Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth. Scoia'tael possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. I'm gone.
Better go after her.
Wait, she needs time. We must let her resolve her grief on her own. Then we should start training as soon as possible. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the Hunt.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
Did Triss sound pissed to anyone else? She sounded annoyed to me.
It's not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Scoia'tael,
How many times must I try?
as many as it takes.
I'm not getting anywhere.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avallac'h says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
I don't know.
Don't know about vanilla pudding. Could work. But nothing picks me up like Lambert's famous homebrew.
Suppose it can't kill me. Might as well try.
Add a timer and I get flustered as all hell. Ah, kitty. Poor bird.
That's strong.
Maybe you ought to try a different method.
We've tried at least 20.
Wouldn't let it worry you. Not like you need to excel at everything. You're great with a sword, an excellent archer. Leave the magic to mages.
Yeah. Pull me another.
Where did the cat come from? Part of me feels I made the wrong choice, because she does need to learn... Oh, nice. She does need to learn how to control her powers, but I suppose she does need to go further than that.